On August 13th, 2003, fiction had peaked with the long awaited release of Freddy vs. Jason, the matchup of the century. A movie 10 years in the making since its tease in the end of Jason Goes to Hell. Horror, action, dark comedy, bad writing, and an acceptable amount of cringe are the perfect ingredients to make one of the most fun horror movies of all time. I have to give a lot of credit to the director who pulled this off, Ronnie Yu, who previously directed Bride of Chucky, which I also love. His energetic, weird frame rate and metal style was the glue that held this movie together and kept it from falling apart, as this could have gone wrong in most directors' hands. His best feat in this movie is being able to blend the horror with the ridiculousness that is the action scenes without having them feel too jarring, as I wish he would stop playing with physics like this. It looks so weird and reminds me of human pinball, and it's one of his stylistic choices I just don't like. Regardless, we all know what this is. It's literally called Freddy vs. Jason. I'm not here for anything but the battle for the championship between number one contenders Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees. Before we get to the fight, let's see the events that led up to this. It's been a while since we last saw Freddy, long enough that Elm Street has actually forgotten about him altogether to the point where he is powerless. He needs to be remembered in order to attack and be a real threat. So he devises a plan to revive Jason in hopes he terrifies the people enough to bring back Freddy, as everyone will assume he is at fault for the killings that are soon to be. Jason does just that and arrives on Elm Street, where we meet some of my favorite horror characters of all time. And not because they're well written or likable, but because of the complete opposite. I love how plain and simple they are and how unforgettable I find them, especially this dude, Trey. He is the absolute best, as he is only in the movie for 5 minutes and yet one of my favorite characters of all time because of how much of an asshole he is.
Whoa, babe. Tell you about kissing me after you smoked, huh?
Tell me you don't want to just quote him randomly. I love this dude. And I love the writers, as they know that he deserves to die in a horrible way. And he does. Anyways, let me introduce you to the rest of the cast. This Brittany Murphy lookalike Lori is the main character and soon to be final girl. We also get Kelly Rowland, or Kia, with the most 2000s outfit and hairstyle. Like, come on, I can never forget about you, girl. All I think about is you. Then we have probably the most generic man in the world. Luckily, he doesn't live long after this scene. Ginger Snap star Catherine Isabel, or Gib. Why is that her name in this movie? Might as well put in nerd Charlie, Lori's love interest Will, and his friend Freddy Krueger survivor Mark. We meet these characters a little after the death of Trey. Freddy tries to see if his powers are back and uses them on this generic guy, but to no avail, so Jason does his bidding and chops his and his dad's head clean off, like father, like son. It seems the town is starting to bubble with rumors that Freddy is back. Lori's father and the local police try to calm down the wildfire from spreading, but it's too late, as Lori and her friends start to see Freddy in their dreams. Assumingly, he is already grown in power. Will and Mark escaped the mental institution they were locked in after seeing the murder that happened at Lori's house on the news. They say hi to Lori and her friends, give them a warning about how Freddy's a real and that they are indeed in real danger. For whatever reason, they all go to a party in a cornfield where Jason steals Freddy's kill and wreaks havoc on everybody, twisting heads, throwing machetes, all the while being on fire. Mark is the next one to bite the bullet, as after so long of avoiding Freddy with the help of this medication that helps him not have dreams, he finally has one and gets killed promptly after. The Scooby-Doo gang go to the clubhouse with the help of the cop from White Chicks. They figure out that Jason hates water and Freddy hates fire, which is just not true in the lore. But when Lori realizes that she can bring back Freddy from the dream world to the real world, and that becomes the main plan alongside grabbing the medication that helps them not dream. They break into the mental institution where the drugs are at, and this is literally one of the worst scenes in the whole movie. I fucking hate this scene. It's so stupid. Jason kills White Chick dude and now is possessed by Freddy Stoner dude, but not before he injects him with some super strong sedative. We get a handicap match as Jason is in Freddy's dream world, where Freddy is basically invincible. Freddy, of course, wins, almost killing Jason with his fear of water that literally never existed in the first place, but go off. All the while this is happening, the gang have a great idea to keep Jason alive. He is the only hope to kill Freddy. Lori goes into the dream world to grab Freddy and bring him into the real world so they may finally squabble it out. Not without its hiccups, the plan ultimately works. The action does not disappoint at all, as it's actually impressive witnessing these horror giants try to kill each other. There's blood, gore, comedy, ebbs and flows that all good fights should have. I don't know who's going to win, and at any time anything could happen, and that's a sign of a great choreographed fight. Charlie dies, Kia dies, then after a hard fought battle, Jason dies. Freddy goes to finish Lori and Will off, but Jason was plain dead and stabs Freddy to the back with his own arm. No one actually wins, and the winner is Lori, who actually has an awesome delivery standout moment in this scene.
Welcome to my world, bitch!
I love her conviction there. They leave. The next day, Jason walks out of the water holding Freddy's head, who winks at me. And with that final scene, we get a movie of all time. Peak fiction. I love this movie, and if you haven't seen this, please, please do. You won't regret it. Bad Ideas Production. Peace out.